All right, guys. Welcome to my new YouTube channel. So what this channel is going to be all about is me trying different foods. So sometimes it might be chips like you see in front of you of interesting flavors from different places, or maybe it's food from a restaurant or just different ingredients or food that I prepare here. But that's going to be the basis of the show. So thought it would be a cool thing to do, and something really unique. And I've always wanted to try a ton of stuff that I've never been able to try or made the effort to try, I'll say. So I think this is a good opportunity for me to do that. So yeah, today I'm going to start out with something sort of familiar to everyone, which is Lay's brand potato chips, but they have Lay's all over the world, and these are from different places in the eastern part of the world. So we have fried crab, cucumber, sweet basil, spicy crawfish, and grilled squid. So yeah, let's open these up and see what they taste like. All right, guys, so we're gonna start with the grilled squid flavor. So I really like the design of all of these bags. I think they're cool. They're different colors. It's just a little bit different than what we're used to seeing here in America. So most of it is in whatever foreign language this is. We're gonna see if we can see exactly where they were packed. China, so Chinese. I just didn't want to speak too soon. So yeah, these are from China. Let's see here. Ingredients: potato, vegetable oil. So it's good. Potato is the first ingredient. It's not always the case. Sizzling artificial squid seasoning. And it lists the ingredients there. Let's see. Silicone dioxide, spices, yeast extract, ginger, squid powder, and aspartame. So contains sweet soy fish, phenylketone urics, however you pronounce that. So yeah, 150 calories, serving size, you know, half a bag, so it's not too bad. 300 calories in the bag. I don't know if you want to be eating a ton of these because of the aspartame, but yeah. So looks like you have the option here to tear or rip, and I'm actually just gonna tear it because you normally don't have that option. Alright, see a lot of seasoning in there. Let's see what they look like. The smell is definitely comes out of the bag right whenever you open it up. I mean, it doesn't smell bad. It smells like seafood for sure. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some notes of like ammoniated or fermented seafood in there, especially whenever you ferment shellfish. It sort of gets like an ammoniated smell to it, but let's see how it tastes. I like the texture. It's like a ruffle style. You can see on the bag there. So let's see. Texture's good. They're definitely cut a little bit thicker than a normal like Ruffles or wavy Lays, which is nice. Yeah, so the texture is nice and crispy. It's a little bit thicker. It's got a little bit of heat to it. There's like the smallest amount of shellfish flavor. More than anything, I would say this sizzling artificial squid seasoning is probably really similar to like a barbecue potato chip. So I'm gonna have one more. I mean, yeah, it's got its own little thing going on. That second one, I do taste the squid a little bit more. But, so this one's sort of, I mean, it's good. I like it. The texture's good. It's got a good level of heat. It has like a light shellfish flavor and sort of like a familiar flavor profile of barbecue chip. All right, Cool. On to the next. Next, we're gonna try spicy crawfish flavor. So these are, unlike the other ones, these look like a traditional sort of shaved potato. Love the design, again, love the color palette on this. Got a picture of a nice little crawfish there. And let's take a look at the ingredients really quick. A little bit heavier on the calories than the last bag, 190. Still serving size is the same. Looks like these are also from China. That might be the theme of all of these, it looks like. Potato, vegetable oil, spicy crawfish seasoning. So then it just goes into that. And silicone dioxide, Szechuan pepper powder, so that'll be interesting. Some aspartame, wheat, soy, crawfish, and fish. Excuse me. Yeah, so Szechuan peppercorns, they sort of have like a numbing effect. It was towards the end, but a little bit kind of goes a long way. And I guess now thinking about it, opening these up like this, it's going to be a little bit harder to seal. But you can see the smell isn't quite as strong with these. Super good though. Definitely a lot sweeter smelling. Not offensive at all. So let's see what we got. These are definitely like full of crawfish flavor. And to my surprise, it's actually like a very natural, clean crawfish flavor. The texture is good. I mean, you can kind of see, you know, the pieces here. I mean, they're not really, you know, crushing it on the keep the chip whole side of things. But as far as the flavor goes, I mean, kind of nailed. I mean, just like fresh boiled crawfish with salt. Is it spicy? No, it's not spicy at all. Is it spiced? Very lightly, you know, I mean, you can't really see any heavy spice sticking to the bag or anything here. I mean, they do have like a light red hue to them. These are super good. I would definitely get these again. All right, on to the next, fried crab. So, yeah, I mean, in China, Japan, Eastern countries, Korea, definitely, you know, meat is very popular over there, but they also love shellfish. Shellfish is a huge part of their culture. Shellfish farming is a big part of their culture, and fishing and things like that. They love to eat it fresh, raw, fermented, all sorts of different ways, as do I. But, you know, you don't see these traditional flavors here in the States, as this would be probably just a normal flavor. So, love the design of the bag. Check out the calories, 190. So, seems like the grilled squid was the lightest on the calories so far. Potato, vegetable oil, fried crab seasoning. Yeah, so it's basically going to be, you know, a potato oil. So, obviously, a fried potato is a potato chip. And whatever seasoning that they put on there. And it seems like it all has aspartame. It all has a little bit of silicone dioxide. Yes, this has some citric acid in it. This contains phenylalanine. So, cool. Also from China. All right, I'm gonna open these the good old-fashioned American way. Mess it up there. Put a little whiff. Very light shellfish flavor, kind of sweet, and also just smells like a regular potato chip. So, texture's good. Sort of bland, very mild, like natural, or excuse me, mild, natural, but fermented lightly in the flavor profile. The potato definitely comes through more in this, which I think is a good thing. There's definitely some snacks out there that are really super pungent and assertive on the shellfish flavor, especially crab snacks. I mean, this almost right up front tastes like seaweed. For sure. Definitely get a lot of seaweed. Some MSG has got to be a part of this. Yep, right there, MSG. I'm sure it's a part of all of them, but it just sort of like makes sense because it's like lightly fermented crab, really complex flavor actually. The flavor builds as I eat a couple of them, I'm finding out. So it's super good. All of these have been really good. I would say so far this is my second favorite. Spicy crawfish was number one, and then the grilled squid was good, just not my favorite. So of the three. So I'm gonna switch gears here with cucumber. Cucumber and potato, not something I would normally pair together, but and I will say ahead of time, I don't think I've ever been a fan of artificial cucumber flavor of anything. So we're gonna give it a shot. I don't have high hopes for this. I honestly think it's a kind of a weird pairing of ingredients, you know, potato and cucumber. I'm not gonna say it can't work. It can definitely work. I don't think that they would be offensive to each other. I just don't think that they would really do anything. But you have to keep in mind, this is gonna be like a little bit of cucumber flavor with a lot of other things, like there's vinegar, there's onion powder, there's citric acid, which is really gonna brighten and pop, make the flavor of the cucumber pop. You know, whatever other things in here, that there's some parsley, so that's just going to kind of give it some a more, probably just a grassier, fresher flavor. But yeah, I mean, I love the color of the bag. It's really cool. I think it would be sort of neat if we could adopt some of these things here in the States, but I get it, the market's not there. So these sort of like smell definitely like cucumber, getting a little bit of seaweed in there as well. I wonder if they have MSG in here. I'm sure they do. Yeah, MSG is right at the top there. So yep, there's no hiding behind that. It's all cucumber. So strong that the and honestly, there's a little bit of sort of like a mint aftertaste. It's a really complex flavor. To my surprise, this tastes more like a cucumber than a cucumber, but just the amplified flavor of natural cucumber, if that makes sense. So it doesn't really taste like, you know, I know like that Nair, you know, it's like something I always think about, like what you use for like, women use for like hair removal. Sometimes it comes in cucumber flavor. It doesn't smell like that at all. It doesn't taste like I would imagine that would taste. I'm gonna try one more. It's interesting because this is actually very fresh, but let me finish my thought. This cucumber flavor is so strong that this potato chip is just merely a textural vessel for delivering that cucumber flavor. So I'm gonna try another one. I didn't get any potato flavor from the first one, and there's definitely ways that they can, you know, wash the starches off and things like that, and with the added cucumber flavor, just sort of mask the potato altogether, which, you know, probably not a bad move. I mean, it's not terrible. It's sort of sweet. I wonder where that mint is coming from. I'm not really sure. There's a couple things up here I'm not familiar with. like 5-ribonucleotide and something succinate acid. So yeah, I mean, honestly, for a cucumber flavored potato chip, I would say it's a success. I'm not offended at all. It's actually quite good with the mint and the parsley in there, and the strong but still very natural cucumber flavor that is completely masking the potato. So I bet if someone was blindfolded and they were told that they were going to be given a dehydrated cucumber chip, they might fall for it. I mean, yeah, so I'm impressed. All right, let's move on to the last little snack here. This one has a little bit of a different design. The bag is a little bit different in size. That has different markings on it, so I'm gonna go ahead and guess that it is from a different country. But yeah, the bag, like, I don't know. This bag, like, isn't really as cool as the other ones. You know what I mean? Like, they just have more depth to them, and they just seem a little bit more fun. And this one's just kind of like, I don't know, seems kind of dull. But this is sweet basil flavor. Basil and potato are actually an excellent flavor profile. I had barbecue flavor, and I wanted to try that out first, and I saw the sweet basil, and I was like, I really have to try that. So, yeah, a couple of Thai chilies on the front here, so I'm hoping it has a little bit of heat, because I like it spicy. Produced by PepsiCo. For those of you who didn't know, Lay's potato chip is owned by PepsiCo. That's all of these. See that? Manufactured by PepsiCo. Yep. PepsiCo is a giant company, for those of you who didn't know. Having a hard time seeing any real, like, English on here, so I can't really tell you what the ingredients are, unfortunately. Oh, yeah. Potato, rice bran oil. That's a new one. These are from Thailand, by the way. So potato, rice bran oil, seasoning, which is 6%. Basically flavor enhancer, which is MSG. Some sort of sweetener, which is aspartame. This is pretty cut and dry. Fried potato in a weird oil with some less than natural seasonings and additives. It is a sort of the wavy, so more of like a traditional wavy potato chip that we would be used to over here. They did a good job frying it. It's like nice and golden. The smell, it don't smell like basil. It smells like, just, I don't know, it just kind of smells like some sort of like, it actually kind of smells like a ramen noodle flavor packet. I wish I could be more descriptive than that, but I just can't. So let's give it a try. Super crispy texture. Get a little bit of heat coming in from our little Thai chili friends there. Do I get basil? Let's try another one. Love the texture of these. They're super crispy. Less greasy than the ones that you find here in the States. I mean, here's the thing with these. There's something there in that sort of weird little flavoring, that sort of like these flavoring compounds, I guess I should say. It's not basil at all. Let me try one more. No, here's the thing. Not really any potato flavor, not really any basil flavor. Just keep like eating it, waiting for like, because if they can get that fresh cucumber flavor in this, there's no way they can't get basil. I mean, I feel like cucumber might be a more complex flavor to match than basil, but I don't know. I'm not a food scientist. I'm just a chef, former chef. No, these are definitely my least favorite. I mean, the texture is good. Everything else is not really great. I don't like the design of the bag. I don't really, I mean, I get it. You know, all these have like citric acid and MSG and some aspartame or whatever. It is what it is. Potato chips are not great for you. We all know these ain't no health foods. So, yeah, it's a once in a while snack. But I'm just really not crazy about these ingredients because there's nothing really natural. It's just like potato, rice bran oil, and then straight into the MSG, then the aspartame, an anti-caking agent, an acidity regulator, packing gas. So here's the thing, they use more packing gas than they do natural flavor, natural identical flavor, artificial flavor, no preservatives. Okay, well, what is packing gas? Is it oxygen? No, it's not oxygen, because if it was oxygen, it wouldn't be labeled packing gas. Unless they like to call oxygen gas in Thailand, which to each their own, contains soybeans. So yeah, I don't know. Like, none of these are great for you. These four over here taste absolutely amazing, actually. And it's something different. They're not too cheap. I think they're probably around like $3 and change each. So yeah, I would say last. This one will be grilled squid, second to last. And then we got the cucumber, the crab. Oh, sorry guys, I just hit pause there. Cucumber, the crab, and then the spicy crawfish. These are delicious. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I certainly did. I'm gonna do, you know, a lot of cool things. It won't all be like Chinese and, you know, Thai and Japanese and things like that, but definitely, you know, those regions of the world are what I'm least familiar with, culinarily speaking. And they probably do the most with snacks and condiments and fermented foods and ingredients and spices and things like that. So you'll probably see a lot of that on the channel, but we'll definitely get global with it, as well as, you know, some things from here in the States, but I'll try to keep it all themed for sure. And consider subscribing to the channel. I think people say to click that little bell and that'll give you notifications whenever I post a new video. That would be much appreciated, and we'll try to have as much fun with this as possible. All right, guys, till next time.